theater, Mrs. Brack. Why don't you wait in the car? I'll take the baby in. Julie's about at the end of her rope, 22 bucks and a broken dream, so why kick her when she's down? I'll take Mark in, and I'll come back out and drive you home.
Oh, you talk too much. Open the door.
Look, this is one of the best little theater groups in the country. And they've still got a month to go before the season is over, so why isn't it a good idea? You're not about to find work in Boiling Springs. You know, the Bracks took care of that, but they're not going to push these people around.
Why would they want me?
Well, you're an actress.
The studio never gave me much to do. No big parts.
You don't have to tell them that. Tell them you're the biggest thing since Greta Garbo. How do they know?
Oh, as soon as I walk on that stage, they would know. Believe me, they would know.
On the contrary, you're quite an actress. Why don't you go up on stage and show us how talented you really are? Well, how touchy. Look at them. Completely won over, convinced that I'm some kind of a monster. What you did just now, tearing your child from my arms, isn't what you really wanted to do, is it? Actually, you came to this country to put the child into my arms. Once I held him and wanted him, you'd name your price. How much?
There's no law that says you have to stand here and take this kind of abuse. Come on.
When you came to my house, I saw through you one look and I knew you. Open your purse, Julie. I'll stake my life that there's a return trip ticket in there. And once you got the money that you came for, you'd go back home alone without that precious child of yours. Well, you win, Julie. I'll take Mark's child. How much? I said, how much?
When you have been used by life, you grow mute. Only one thing can give you back your voice, your courage. Someone who truly cares no matter what you've been. Someone who can replace the real you with another you, a better you. And Mark did that for me. And when I lost him, I lost myself. How could I ever be strong enough or worthy enough to raise his child? I could only fail him. And you're quite right. I brought him here to leave him. But not for a price, not for money. Just so he could have a home and a life and things I could not give him, so he could be brought up in his father's world. And now that I know you, Mrs. Brack, I'm not going to leave him here. I'm not going to give you another man-child to destroy.
Destroy? You who killed my son halfway around the world.
Not me, Mrs. Brack. You were his killer. 10,000 miles away, you were his killer. He died in the water outside Old Town in Lake Milner, and that empties into the Baltic, and he died alone offshore. And I stood on the rocks and I screamed, Mark, come back, come back. And he wanted to prove his manhood, not to himself, not to me, but to you. No other boats went out that day, not with those winds. And he went. And I begged him not to go. I held on to him, and he went, his hand trembling on the tiller. And I heard his last words, and I heard them in my sleep. If Mama could see me now! Mama! Mama! We all drowned that day. Mark, and me, and little Mark. Wait.
said that Mark gave you back your courage. Why run? Why not stay and fight?
For what?
For your son. Did Mark give you enough courage for you to stay and fight for your son? To protect him against me? To fight? Oh, not just this afternoon, but when you're tired, off guard, when I challenge you or your son, when I threaten. Have you enough courage to try?
Let Mrs. Brack hold her grandchild.
Don't expect me to change. And don't expect to have an easy time of it.